Hey everyone, this is Sybil. Welcome to my channel. I want to share with you what I've been doing the last several days. I took a picture of my desk. I was tagged on Instagram by my sweet friend Amber, who's a Lyric Lover 810 here on YouTube, to show my desk, what I was working on. She tagged me and several people. And I happened to be working on a big project, and I worked on that project for several days, and I want to share with you what I've been doing. I've mentioned in several videos that I want to get back to making more layered cards, more intricate details on the cards and scrapbook projects with more layers and everything, and do some altered work for, creating home decor pieces. And I shared in a video yesterday that I purchased some chipboard pieces that were absolutely gorgeous from an Etsy shop. And I mentioned that I was waiting for an international order to come in and that it hadn't arrived. Well, it's from Wild Orchid Crafts from Poland, and I contacted them a couple of days ago, didn't hear back from them. I contacted them again yesterday using the contact info that I got from them from PayPal for them. And they did reply back to me and said that my order was on the way. Well, what I've ordered from them, they're known for their beautiful flowers. I love their flowers. But they have a lot of chipboard pieces. So they're laser cut chipboard pieces. And that's what I shared in my video yesterday. So the order that I placed from Poland and then from the Etsy shop, those were done in December. And I started thinking about, once I use those chipboard pieces on a project, then I'll have to buy more, because once you use it, that's it. So I thought, what could I do to get more bang for my buck? And I remembered that I do something, I've shared this with you guys before, and here's a little box of them that I die cut. Sentiment dies, word dies, and I will run them through several times and adhere the layers together and make, a thickness similar to chipboard. And so here I wanted to share this with you. Here is regular paper, so the die cut of the word heart. So you see how thin it is and it's great for a card, but when you run it through and you cut out many, many layers and adhere them together, see the difference in the thickness? I hope you can see that. It's similar to chipboard. It's nice and thick, and it's great for, putting on projects. So I thought, why not do that with my regular dies and make something similar to what I had purchased. Now, it doesn't mean that I won't ever buy some chipboard pieces if I can get them for good sale prices. The ones that I ordered from Wild Orchid Crafts, they're really inexpensive. And then the ones that I purchased yesterday, they're absolutely gorgeous. And she has sales, Renee Bouquet has sales, so I'm sure I will order some in the future. But for now, I thought, do the same thing with my regular dies. So here's an example of this beautiful Spellbinder die. And here, I've done the same thing. I've created, in essence, my own thicker, like chipboard piece for my cards and altered work, and I have done a whole lot of these. So I wanted to share with you really quick that you want to start out with a heavy weighted paper. I've been using 110-pound weight paper. You don't have to use white, that's just what I've done, because now they're heavier. With all these layers, they're going to be perfect. I can emboss, I can put frantage on them, I can layer a bunch of flowers on them and not worry about them because they're nice and thick and sturdy. So you don't want to use like 80-pound weight paper because, I mean, you could, but instead of just doing like 3 layers like I've done with these, you'll probably have to do 6 or 7 layers. But if you use like 110, 120 weight paper, it's going to be perfect for these dies, you know, for creating like chipboard pieces, similar to chipboard. So I've been using the stickit from Ken Oliver. Now I've done that with some of these word dies, ones that are like this, that are larger, because, you know, you see there's enough surface for that to stick to it. But on little dies like this, not so much surface for the stickit paper to adhere to. So I use a fine tip nozzle glue bottle and a really good glue. And this is my favorite glue. I don't get nothing for saying it, but I'm asked all the time, you know, what is my favorite glue? That's it. So I did similar technique on some of the more intricate details. If there wasn't a whole lot of surface, these were fine. The stickit paper might not adhere so great to those little areas. It would to most of the die, but the die cut, but not to the little pieces. So I used both on those. Okay, so if you're not familiar with stickit product, and they have other products, you don't have to use this. This is just what I use. And I've purchased it, I believe, from scrapbook.com and Amazon, and I get them when they're on sale. So this is the large one. They come in a smaller sheet as well. And it has a protective layer on both sides of the paper. So I put all my dies. I have a Gemini, the large Gemini, and I'm able to cover that big plate up with a whole bunch of dies. And then I take my paper, I peel off one side of the protective layer, and then adhere that sticky side down onto my paper, run my dies, you know, and my paper through. When the die cut comes out, I peel off that other side of the sticky paper, and so there it's all nice and sticky. And I do that with all the layers except for the last one. That way I can adhere. So then I can put the final layer, excuse me, on top, and there's my little chipboard. So that's what I've been doing. And one person on Instagram asked, how do I store my pieces once I've done this? So I have iris containers, and I got these actually from, some of them I've got from Michael's, but these are from, I believe, scrapbook.com, and they come in their own little storage cases too, so you can get the larger ones, and they have smaller containers too. So that's not a plug, I'm not getting anything, I'm just sharing you what I use. I also use my old containers, empty containers from Stampin' Up. So I just want to share with you really quick some of these, and then I'll let you go, because once you've seen them, you've got the idea. But let me throw a couple of these on here so you can see the different variety that I've been doing. So, see, so I've got, I did 3 or 4 of each of these. So what I mean is I have all these fences now. You know, I did several of those. I did several of the small fences. And that's kind of like what takes a while, but I don't mind. Yes, it is fussy work, but it's enjoyable to me. So there's a bow, here's a little doily that I did, and they're all thick, you know, because I did that process and ran them through over and over, and you know, I would just watch some movies and went to town. So I'm going to share this with you real quick. This is full of the same thing, but smaller dies. Beautiful floral dies. butterflies, hearts, flowers. See, and they're all nice and thick, and they're similar to chipboard. So once I've used those, and most of these, I cut them out like I showed you with the fence. Instead of just doing one and then putting it away, I would do 3 or 4 of each of those dies. So that way, you know, I can put several on a project or on different projects. And the great thing with this is when I've used them, I can always make more. Pull out my dies, my paper, my stickit, my glue, and go to town. So just wanted to share that with you. It's fun for me because I love I love fussy work. I don't know, it's just something fun for me to do. I do want to say I'm going to be back in a little while to share with you a couple orders that are supposed to arrive today, hopefully. And also I have a really fun video tomorrow. I can't tell you I'm participating in something, but I think you're going to like it. So I hope you watch. And then I am hoping to film a giveaway video that will upload on Sunday. We have really bad weather coming in, possible tornadoes. I'm really praying, please Lord, don't let that be. We're supposed to get up to 6 inches of rain, so flooding in the low-lying areas. And yeah, I'm just really praying against, you know, just hoping and praying no tornadoes. And then Saturday, we're supposed to get some ice and maybe some snow. But anyway, I hope to be back filming some videos, and I have some wonderful news about my husband's job that I will share on my next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you like this video. If so, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, I hope that you will click that subscribe button. Talk to you soon. Bye.